I'm so grateful of my association with the National Guard. My service of 31 years, it was 28 years in the Guard, 3 years in the Army Reserve. And I've had the extraordinary privilege, before I retired, of working with General Stan Spears and the First Lady of the Guard, Dot Spears. And so I know how significant it is having the team that we do today with Bob and Barbara Livingston. And it's so exciting, too, because this is truly so meaningful to me. As a veteran of the National Guard, I know how important the National Guard is. The people of South Carolina have seen how valuable the Guard is on the domestic front. The recovery during Hurricane Hugo was so important back in 1989, but the assistance and evacuation for Hurricane Floyd, we always need to be vigilant, having an aggressive and competent Guard. That's on local level. And then we know, too, that we have snow emergencies in South Carolina as we're thinking of what occurred this weekend. And so the National Guard has extraordinary duties. We've had the examples of tornadoes. We could have the example of an earthquake. And so domestically, we've had civil disturbances. And so the National Guard is so crucial, and we need the best leadership possible. And that's before you get to deployment. And I want to point out that we have a person running for Adjutant General who has the background of having served overseas. And I had the extraordinary privilege of visiting every 3 months the 218th Brigade in Kabul, Afghanistan. Every time I went, I was so impressed by the esprit de corps of our troops, but by our leadership of General Bob Livingston. The General did a great job of helping train Afghan police and Army units, and we've seen the consequence of this, where there has been, where we have the training that he's provided, the extraordinary level of support for the coalition efforts of creating a civil society which protects the American families at home by destroying the enemies abroad. And so I would tell you, as my experience as a National Guard veteran, due to my background as a very proud parent who has 3 sons who are serving in the National Guard, as a member of Congress, I'm very grateful to be the ranking member of the Military Personnel Subcommittee of the Armed Services Committee. I know from these perspectives that the best person to serve as Adjutant General for South Carolina is Bob Livingston. We have a circumstance, obviously, of where the whole family serves with the Guard, and it's better now than ever. And we also need to make sure that our wounded warriors, when they return, that we have family support while they're away, that we have family support when they return. And I know with Bob Livingston this will be the case, so it's a great honor for me to very enthusiastically endorse Bob Livingston, General Bob Livingston, for Adjutant General of South Carolina, and I'm just grateful to be here. And so at this time, I want to introduce to you, I believe, the next Adjutant General of South Carolina, Bob Livingston.
Congressman, thank you so much for that endorsement. Also, thank you for your great service to the people of South Carolina and the people of the United States. You have really been a great supporter of the National Guard. You were there in Afghanistan with all 9,000 of us and traveled throughout Afghanistan checking on the troops, so thank you so much. And also, I would just introduce Barbara, who will be the next commander's wife as I become Adjutant General of South Carolina. And Congressman, I will guarantee you that together we're going to take care of the soldiers and airmen and the families, going to prepare them for deployment if that's what's necessary. And we will also be prepared to take care of any state duties, whether it be a hurricane, earthquake, or any other homeland security issue. So we're going to be there, and we're going to do the right things. So thank you so much.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.